Eating in the microphone, not a good combination at all. My name is Vander Puchert, and this is Finding Frequency. So I'm partaking of a little sin. Martha arrived home and offered me a bowl of crisps. I think in the States they call it potato chips. In South Africa we just call it chips, or Francie calls it chippies. And the spicy variety. Delicious. Love it. The only thing that doesn't go well with trying to record a podcast, especially when I'm like crunching in your ears, I don't want to do that. I hate listening to people chew. I've got to really I can't do that. Eating noise drives me nuts. I can't do it. I know it's my problem because we all make natural noise when we eat. Some of us eat like horses. Don't do that. But you move your mouth to eat. But that sound drives me insane. That's why I'll save you from listening to me eating crisps. That's my good deed for the day. The other deed for the day was a conversation with a good friend of mine who is now currently studying in Belgium. Gave me a nice perspective on things, especially after my post yesterday, my episode yesterday, where I spoke to you about my frustrations, that I feel that I've been being put in the position all the time to make a decision that is going to affect my family and the people I love. And that I'm feeling frustrated that not everybody shares that perspective. It's very much for each his own. And in that episode, I said that we never see the hospitals. And I just wanted to say, that was a conclusion I made, is that you don't actually want to see the hospitals because it's probably not a good sight. And I shared that perspective with my friend, and she is from a medical background. She worked in Big Pharma. She knows. And she actually shared something really interesting with me. This brought up a whole different thing that I wanted to think about or started thinking about, is that there is a specific reason they don't share those scenes from the hospitals. First of all, in my opinion, I think they don't want to show it because it'll be a political gut punch whoever's in charge. But it's also probably not something you want to show everybody, because I think in this time, the thing that is completely underplayed totally is our own mental health. Mental health, and that's one thing I don't know much about, but I know it's a serious and important topic. I know in my family a lot of people struggle with that, and it's an ongoing thing. You want to tell everybody you're okay, but sometimes you just not okay. And I'm not going to spew any advice, but I think this is also going to be a long-lasting effect of this situation we're in, is this kind of gut punch in the mind, because we kind of not connecting with human beings. We feel alone, we feel stressed out, and there's this underlying stress, and it must have an effect on us. But then also for the more vulnerable, people who've been subjected to this kind of effects before, how must they be feeling? It must be amplified. And therefore, that's why my friend said that they're not showing these kind of scenes, because it might just push people over the edge. It's so easy to drop into the darkness. And I've seen it when I was, like a lot of the episodes I record, sometimes I go, man, I got really dark. And I hope I'm not making you feel bad, because I'm just also using this medium to share with you my honest feelings. And I must say, sometimes when I've been able to share with you what I think and what I feel, and especially when I'm being hyper honest about it, I feel better. And that's the extraordinary. It's like when you go out and you speak to someone about it, and you can share your thoughts, you just feel better. And I think on the flip side, if someone comes and speaks to you about these things, I think it's important to listen. And that's the other thing I also need to learn more, is that I'm grateful that you are listening to me. You're not interrupting me, and I get to say what I need to say, even if you don't agree. You might think I'm full of shit, but I get to say it. And I think it's true for everybody. I hope that one day when we cross paths, I'm allowing you to say what you need to say. Because it's important to allow people to share their thoughts and get things off their chest. And sometimes those things aren't great. But once you've gotten off your chest, you feel better. and you can actually clean that out and start building new perspectives. Well, that's the way I see it. Cool. So if you ever want to talk, I'm here and I'll try my best to listen. But for now, I want to thank you for listening.